Hello, JD here from GideonLive.com. I want to thank you again for your purchase of PropFirm Gideon. This is going to be a quick installation guide because I want to get you going as soon as possible. I know you're anxious to get them turned on and increase on the sudden. So let's jump right in. So you should have downloaded on this screen on the page you're on right now. You should be able to download your copy of PropFirm Gideon. And just make sure he goes to maybe your desktop. It'd be easier, or your downloads folder is probably where you'll find him. Once you have him downloaded on your desktop, what you would do is open up your NinjaTrader console, okay, which is here. And all you do is going to go to Tools, Import, NinjaScript add-on, because Gideon is a NinjaScript add-on. He's actually a NinjaScript strategy. Okay, so I personally coded him. Nobody else coded Gideon. I personally coded Gideon with NinjaScript that is built inside of NinjaTrader. So he's just a NinjaScript add-on like many other add-ons you may have used in the past. So he's a NinjaTrader strategy. People get him confused with a bot. He's actually just a NinjaTrader strategy that I built and coded our IOTS protocol into NinjaTrader. So you would click add-on. Here's my folder right here sitting in my downloads, PropFirm Gideon. So you would just upload the folder. Do not unzip it, okay? Just double click and upload it. You're gonna get this third-party warning because I'm a third-party vendor. You hit OK. There you go. NinjaTrader successfully imported all scripts contained in the file. Awesome. Now, sometimes it may tell you you need to restart your NinjaTrader. Just hit the X button, pull it all back up. That's usually the best thing to do, just to make sure that the script does take. All right. So now once that is in, here is a price chart I already have up. We're just going to use these value area high, value area low numbers for this example. So you will find PropFirm Gideon under strategies after you have installed them. So we'll just click on strategies. Okay. And let's say we've added them. All right. So now here's the basic setup of how you get going quickly with PropFirm Gideon, because there's only really two ways you're going to use PropFirm Gideon. You're going to use them, of course, when you're in your evaluation stage with your prop firms, and then you're going to use them again once you've passed the challenge. And those are the two, really those are the only two things I adjust. Okay, so you first just pick your prop firm from the list here. Okay, then you pick your tier, what you're trading at. Okay. After that, this is the important part. Is this an evaluation or are you pro funded? And it may be something called something different with your prop firm. You guys know what I mean though. Either in the evaluation phase, trying to pass a challenge, or you're pro and just making your daily money, right? So let's say we're in evaluation stage. If we're in evaluation stage, then the only thing I change, actually I don't change anything. Only thing I add is my value area high numbers. So from right here, the number is 75.59. And the bottom number, the low, is 75.33. Okay. Now, if you want an alert, so you know kind of when Gideon has taken a trade, you can add a Discord webhook, or you can add a Threads token. So your Threads will get a post anytime Gideon takes a trade, or you'll get a Discord, and they come out pretty nice. You know, and you can use those. This Nexus field, you don't have to worry about that. It really doesn't do anything. After that, what account are we using? Now this is going to fill in for you. We're currently trading the ES 926 contracts, and so the account, this will pull up all your current accounts that you have available that you can be trading on. After you have all that, you just simply click enable, apply. You see the yellow lines pop up. Okay, and you are in business. You see our custom 21 EMA are these cyan colored dots. You have our custom key entry point lines, our yellow lines. You know it's us. And lastly, you see over here the HUD box. We got the Take Profit Trader 150K, so you can check your numbers, make sure you got the right account. It's active, okay? And since we picked evaluation, PropFirm Gideon is going to do all the math for us and take all the trades. Now, let's say we have already passed the challenge, or PropFirm Gideon has passed the challenge for us. Then you just switch your settings to, we'll go evaluation pro funded, okay? And now you start to tell PropFirm Gideon how much you want to make every day. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this at, let's go for 1,500, and I only want to risk 500, and guess what? Only use one contract to do it, or 2 contracts to do it. Okay, so this is where you will start to manage your own risk a little bit more once you've passed the challenge. For those who've been watching PropFirm Gideon on the live feed, he's been set on this setting right here for some weeks now, and you see how once he hits that $1,500, he just locks out for the day. And so, and he's only risking I'm only using 2 contracts to do it, so that's how we do it. And he's been very successful with that. So once you pass a challenge, this is the only change I make is personally, and you can do whatever you would like here. You know, you could go for $500 a day, you know, $750, you know, whatever number. Start with how much do you make a day at your job? Double that number and stick it in here. Let's see if PropFirm Gideon, right, can start to make double what you make at work, and then you can risk whatever. So these are how you will adjust your risk once you go pro with your prop firm of choice. All right, so if we were pro funded just like this, then it would be the same thing. The value areas, all that would be the same. Click enable, apply, on, bam, everything is good. Now what will be different is eventually this cap and risk is gonna pop up, because now it's gonna put in those numbers that we said. It's gonna either go for that like 1,500 and only risk 5, and then you know, if you lose a trade and it's 5, this is gonna lock you out for the day. Okay, so whatever parameters you set up, once you go pro, PropFirm Gideon will comply to your orders. All right, so download them, install them, and remember to send in your NinjaTrader machine ID to activate Gideon, or he'll be running and never taking a trade, and that'll be the reason why. So on this page, remember to send in your machine ID to activate Gideon, and if you're going to use them on TradingView, send in your TradingView username on this same page. And as always, my name is JD, and I wish you increase on the Sutton. Bye-bye.